Good morning, Freedom Chasers. Happy Monday. It's Monday, already June the 19th. Wow. And so we're getting started today with our summer school. This is session number 3. And I hope you printed out one of these just to kind of keep track of which session you're on and how many you've completed. But today is the 3rd session, and we're going to be talking about booking system and coaching your appointments. Excuse me. So before we get going here, I do want to do a couple reminders and just some feedback to you guys. But first of all, with today being June the 19th, we've passed that quarter end finish. And so we're looking at the last 2 weeks of June. So literally the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days. Oh my goodness, last 12 days of June. So the first thing I want to remind you about is seminar. Are you registered for seminar? We're so excited this year. Remember, Mary Kay is giving away a gift to all of us for hitting our seminar challenge. And so our challenge is to have 7 Freedom Chasers attend seminar this year. That'll be an increase from last year. And so I'm very excited to announce that we already have Tamberly Gomez registered, Cheryl Hartman registered, Lanice Heath registered, and myself. So we have 4 registered. I have spoken with 3 more of you, no, actually 4 more of you. So I'm just going to put a little blurb here. Lauren, Betty, Tiffany, and Stephanie, that I've already spoken with you guys, and I know y'all will be registering soon. So get registered this week. However, there's still room for many, many more of you. Oh my goodness, I would just love to hit 10 or more of you guys attending seminar with us. So you guys, if it's a slight interest, just contact me and let's have a conversation about it and just figure out if there's a way that we can make seminar happen, because where there's a will, there's a way. And I love the fact that when you commit to it, everything aligns and works towards it to make it happen. So you guys, I have many of you that I would love, I would love for all of y'all to be there. But seminar is definitely a must if you want more from your business. It's just amazing how it will expand your thinking. It'll expand your outlook, and it will increase your vision of where you can go with your business just by attending seminar. Okay, so that's my little plug there. So let's get registered so that next week when we hop on here to summer school, I can say, congratulations, we've hit our goal, and we'll all be receiving those cute, sparkly, studded earrings. All right, so let me give you a quick total on our number of leads. I know there's still many of you guys that need to add your leads from last Friday, so please get those entered in our Google Hangout. But as of right now, we're sitting at about 140 leads. Oh, I think you guys have another 12, so I bet we're about at 150 leads. Oh my goodness. So we're getting super close to giving away our very first purse, designer handbag. As soon as we hit 300 leads, I can definitely see that this is one of our weak links. And so I'm thrilled that we are focusing on our number of leads. So let's keep on going to get to 300. We're really gonna have to make up for some lost time here. We need to hit 600 leads by Friday. So I have 2 events. I've got a time booked with Lauren and a time to book with Tamberly this week. So can you squeeze in 2 or 3 times this week? Also to do a lead generating activity. Maybe we can get some restaurant ones going this weekend, and then pick up the leads from your facial boxes, and remember to get 10 new names and numbers while you're out running around this week. All right, so let's keep concentrating on those number of leads. All right, so our selling challenges each week. So we did the first week of the month. We had many of you guys participate in just going for those 30 sales tickets. And I was supposed to recognize all of you guys who participated with that. And I forgot to write all the names down here, but I do have our winner that took home the prize for the highest amount of sales during week 1. So I'm actually pulling it up right now. Oh, let me see if I can find that post. Oh, I should have already had that pulled up. Week 1 wonders. Here we go. So these ladies participated. Thank you for posting and participating. Monica Pennington, Yvonne Nance, Alicia Martin, Lanice Heath, Betty Nance, and Stephanie Martinez. And so, woohoo! Way to go, ladies. Love that. Love the fact that you guys posted. Monica Pennington got 2 filled out, 1 for $221 and 1 for $24. Yvonne got 1 for $24. Alicia, 2 sales tickets for $45 total. Lanice, 3 tickets with $207 in sales. Betty, $400 in sales with 7 tickets. And then Stephanie, our winner from week 1, who received her prize this past week at meeting, 8 sales tickets for an $852 week. So woo-woo! Congratulations, and thank you so much for posting your totals. So today I'm going to post a little blurb about you guys sharing if you went for your $1,000 day this past week. I know me and I know of 2 others, I believe, that went for their $1,000 day. So my fingers crossed that there's a couple more of you that put forth the effort to go for that $1,000 day. And so you guys log your results, and then we'll see who our grand prize winner is from this past week. All right, and then lastly here for week 3, this week starting now, our goal is for every person watching summer school and every person participating to sell 10 charcoal mask and brush sets. So a charcoal mask and a brush is $34 total. We sell them for $30, and everybody that sells 10 this week is going to, well, if you sell any, you're going to get some recognition, and then our top seller is going to have an amazing prize. So the goal is to sell 10 charcoal sets, a mask and a brush combination to hit the challenge for this week. All right, so we up for week 3 sales challenge. $30 times 3 will give you a $300 week, which will put you on target for Sapphire Star to kick off this new quarter. So we are officially in quarter number 1. I'm sorry, my dog is chewing up paper towels on the floor at the moment. So I'm going to pause, and I will be right back. Okay, sorry for the delay. Okay, so that's the sales challenge for week 3. To continue us on, and you guys, if you'll stick with me for week 3 and week 4, we can have you officially on target for quarter 1 of the new seminar year. Okay, so it's a little tricky right now. For this week and next week, we're actually selling product and ordering for quarter number 1, which will count for next seminar year. But everything you do sell and order between the 16th and the 30th counts for this seminar year. So it's a little weird, but it's all good. So stick with me this week and next week's selling challenge so that you can be officially on target for quarter 1 star with over 300 wholesale in for the first 2 weeks. All right, and then last but not least, don't forget to log your Google Doc after watching summer school. So I believe we're doing a pretty good job. We actually had 7 the first week and 7 the second week. But I'm pretty sure there's more of you guys that are watching summer school. And so to get credit for it, you guys, please fill out the Google Doc. It can be found, the link is in our pinned post under our Freedom Chaser group in Facebook. Go to the pinned post, it drops down. The second link is your link to fill out the Google Doc after you've watched summer school. I have no idea if you've watched. I have no idea if you've picked up a tip, if you've learned anything, if it's been well worth your time, well worth my efforts. So please make sure and fill out that summer school Google Doc, because that's how I get feedback from you guys from the previous week, okay? And so speaking of that real quickly, I believe there was one that I wanted to chat with you guys. Oh, there was a question from the referrals last week. I mentioned that every woman gets a rose when we walk in the door. What should our response be if they say no or avoid eye contact? That is a great question. So you guys, this is my thought, is that because we're walking into an office or a facility and we're Mary Kay, this could be the only connection with Mary Kay that somebody may have. And so even if they are rotten, are having a bad day, they may be rude, I'm gonna say something just overly nice and just be super sweet so that in the back of their mind, they have no doubt that that Mary Kay girl was over the top nice, okay? I wanna give them a great impression of Mary Kay. So even if they're like, no, I'm not interested, or no, we can't, you know, no thank you, or they just kind of look down and say, that's okay, here's your rose, make sure and smell it, it smells great. We just appreciate you today and just have a fabulous day. So always say something super nice super sweet, and then just smile, hand them their rose, and just say, have a great day, and leave. Okay? We've had plenty of people who just, who don't want to participate. And actually, when I was out last week with Alexis, I call them duds. They're just duds. They just don't want to participate or have any fun. They're fuddy-duddies. So if that helps you out once you get out the door, just call them a fuddy-duddy in your head and just keep on to the next person. There's lots of people out in the world, and so we're going to choose to work with the people who want to work with us. Okay, so that was a great question. And oh, how do you send out a voicemail to all customers at one time? Okay, great question. This will be our last one. There is a program called Slide Dial Broadcast. Slide Dial Broadcast. Lauren Dennison has been using it for super cheap. In fact, you can get me or Lauren to send you a referral link, and you can get like 50 free calls. But the calls are like dirt cheap for like $5. Is it $5 or $10? Maybe it's $5. I don't remember. You can get like 100 calls. And what it is you basically record your message that goes out to everybody. And then you do have to put in the phone numbers and the names and the information. And then you select the voicemail to go. You select when it goes. And Slide Dial Broadcast will send that message at that time, and it'll just drop directly into their voice box, into their voicemail. And so it's a great way, yes, to get a message out to your customers where they hear your voice, and it's in a small amount of time to masses of people. Okay, so check that out, Slide Dial Broadcast. It's online, and you can do it from your computer. I believe you actually record the message from your cell phone app, but then it saves it in there, and then when you actually go in to send it, you can just click on that message and send it out. Okay, so I hope that helps. Check it out. Again, you can get a referral link code from myself or from Lauren Dennison, and yeah, and make use of your time. It's a great use of your time. All right, so let's jump in here to Summer School Part 3 on your booking system and coaching. So I want to start off by sharing. If you've been doing the booking system for a while, it could look a little different than the one that is currently on our website, okay? The former pages in our booking system look, well, you know what, before I jump in there, let me back up and share with you why you would want a booking system. Now, there was an email that went out to everybody in the unit. If you're a new consultant, it's called your weekly training session. And the first one is the Power Booking Plan. And so I hope you printed that out. That's actually what I have right here in front of me. If for some reason you don't have the Power Booking Plan, it can be found on our website under the Resource Center. Scroll down to where you have the next drop-down menu and click on Booking, and then kind of scroll to the bottom and you'll see the Power Booking Plan. So the reason why we have a booking plan, you guys, is our business is all about your appointments, your bookings. And it's very hard to sometimes keep track with all of that. And the more leads, the more people, the more names and numbers you have to work with, the more it can get really confusing. So you need to have a system in place that works for you, and it's a system that you touch daily. All right, so let me share with you, booking is the lifeline of your business. And just listen to these stats really quickly. 48% never follow up. That would be 48 out of 100 of us that go out and get leads, don't call. Oh, 25% make a second contact and then they stop. 12% make a third contact and stop. 10% make more than 3 contacts. Okay, so that's how many that we stop, or we don't even get started with following up on our contacts. But listen to this, 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% of sales are made on the second contact, 5% of sales are made on the third contact, 10% are made on the fourth contact. But listen to this, you guys, 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. Oh, when I hear that, I'm like, how in the world did I build my business? Because I didn't have this booking system in place when I was first building my business. But I do know I was in front of a lot of leads constantly. So I was probably the one that followed up the first and second time and was just had so many coming in that I was able to get those few that did want to become my customers. But my goodness, you guys, just think, I think back, oh my gosh, if I had followed up with every lead I have ever received 5 to 12 times, my sales could be doubled right now, what I do in sales. So you guys, that's a pretty scary but eye-opening statistic. So I hope you take it to heart and know that you are never, ever, ever bothering anybody when you're following up 5 to 12 times. You're simply doing your job, okay? And so the system that is in here, when you print this off, it gives you how to prepare for it, print the version of the document, and then it gives you actually some instruction sheets. So let me just show you the instruction sheets that tell you how to fill it out, which I'm going to tell you here looks like this. And then these are the actual sheets. So you'll want to print off several of these. Some of you may still be using this sheet here. Voila. This is a sheet that I started with, and as you can see, I'm still using this one. I am going to be transferring over to this sheet, and the reason why is the bubble sheet here actually gives you 6 attempts, whereas this booking plan system actually gives you the potential to do 2, 4, 6, 8 attempts, okay? So simply, you guys, the way this works is you fill in the name and how you met the person. So I have my list of names right here. These were all my entry forms for when I went out and did a rose promotion last Thursday. So I'm going to put their name, how I met them, Customer Appreciation Day, their info, the phone number, and their email. I'll be honest, I don't like to correspond over email. I feel like people just kind of blow it off. So I will probably just put phone numbers right here. All right, then it gives you a place that tells you script 1, script 2, script 3, and script 4. And the reason for the 2 little boxes right there are for you to put your little memo on how you contacted them. So on day 1, script 1, you contact your person twice, okay? Now at the bottom here, these are all the ways you can contact them. Email, voicemail, text, Boxer, calling them, Facebook message, and in person. So this could include even like you got a name and number from the lady at the bank, okay? And so you put her name on here. You know you're going in to make a deposit today, so you contact her in person, face to face. So you would put a P there, okay? That's how that could potentially work. Now, ideally, you guys, I like to do voicemail meant you left them a message versus called means you actually, I would say, like got them voice to voice. I like to voicemail or call during the day. And so what I have found, because you may see other comments, other just input on how the booking system works. I know some national sales directors say, you know, text call. But I honestly, you guys, after working the system for almost a year now, have found the most ideal way to work this system is to leave a voicemail or to call during the daytime. If you can make booking calls anytime between 9 and noon, you can usually crank out 10 phone calls pretty quickly during the day. People don't tend to answer their phones. If you get a little bit closer to noon, they may. But people tend not to answer their phones, so you can leave the quick voicemail. And then if you do that during the day, you guys, at lunchtime or on their drive home, they will listen to your voicemail, okay? They'll listen to it in the car. They may listen to it on a break. And then when you follow it up with the second attempt for the day as a text message going out anytime between like 5 and 8 in the evening, then that's a reminder, oh yeah, I did get that voicemail from her. So they get the text message in the evening when they can actually respond. And so what I have found is that those who want to actually talk to me and have a voice-to-voice conversation will either call back on their way home, they'll call back during the day, or they'll get the text message and pick up the phone and call. Those who want to correspond by texting will get my text message at the end of the day and then respond back to it. Oh yeah, I got your voicemail earlier today. and they will respond by texting. And what I love about doing the voicemail and the text message, you guys, number one, they've heard my voice, so they know I'm friendly, they know I'm nice, and they're gonna like me. But second of all, then they correspond the way that they feel comfortable and want to respond, okay? And so however they respond back to you, that's probably going to be their method of communication. So just stick with that communication method, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this actually has room for 11. Love that. And then again, day 1 twice, and then you put the date here. And then you will correspond again on the 4th day, on the 7th day, and on the 11th day. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's script 1, script 2, script 3, script 4, and then on day 1, 4, 7, and 11. So what I like to do, you guys, is at the top here, I'll put an A for list A B for list B. And so on my calendar, you guys, I could go in and put today, Monday, June the 19th, day 1, list A. And then 4 days later would be 1, 2, 3, Thursday, the 22nd, go on my calendar, put script 2, list A. Okay, and that way I can keep up with it on my calendar and know exactly which day that I'm supposed to be following back up on the next script. Okay, hope that makes sense. And then if you wanted to, you could literally go ahead and put each date into the squares so that you know what day 1, day 4, day 7, and day 11 are on your date books. Now, if day 7 falls on a Sunday and you choose not to make phone calls on that Sunday, then yes, just move it to the next day on Monday and put it on your calendar, okay? Now, the cool part to this whole system, you guys, is that the scripts are given to you. And so when you pull up your booking system, you guys, the scripts are here. They are listed. Here we go. Here is day 1 scripts. And they're here. If you're a new consultant, it gives you what to say. If you're calling friends, family, or current customers, if you're calling referrals, if you're calling people for Glow and Tell, or if you had a lead box or it's a new lead from an appreciation event. Yeah, okay, so I was reading back through because this one's new to me. My scripts look a little different. So basically, you guys, the second communication is the same script, but it's going to be edited to include how you contacted the first time. So for example, on referrals, hey, so-and-so, this is Shelly with Mary Kay. I don't think we've met, but Susie Q was gifted with 10 $25 gift cards that include a complimentary facial, and she wanted one of those to go to you. Should I text you or call you with the details? P.S. I'm going to send you a photo of us so you know that I'm a real person and not a robot or a telemarketer. All right, look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. All right, so that would be the voicemail. And then, of course, as soon as we hang up from the voicemail, if you do leave the P.S., then shoot the picture of you and the referral friend. All right, so if you, so that would be for the script 1 on day 1. Then that evening when I got back to text them, I would do the same script. This is Shelly with Mary Kay. I left you a voicemail earlier, but Susie Q was gifted with 10 gift cards that include a complimentary facial. So you're just implementing how you contacted them the first time so that it makes sense and it's a live, good conversation. Okay, so it's the same script. You just have to use the script the first time, and then on the second time, however your form of communication is, let them know, hey, I left you a voicemail, or hey, I texted you earlier today. Okay, so these are all the scripts for day 1. And let me just read you like the leads box. So, hi, Susie Q, this is Shelly with Mary Kay. You entered to win a free facial and a gift card at, I'm going to use at the so-and-so groomer place. You are my grand prize winner. So exciting. You will get a free pampering session, and you will receive a satin hands treatment, a facial with, it says microdermabrasion, but with our charcoal mask, and expert foundation matching for you and a couple of friends. My number is, no. Okay, are you okay with just texting, or would you prefer that I call you to set up an appointment? All right, so the scripts are here, you guys. Sounds very natural, very friendly. That's what I love about these. And so the point is, I wanted to read you day 4, the second script. So this is my lead person. Hi, Susie. This is Shelly with Mary Kay checking in real quick. I didn't hear back from you. Wanted to make sure you didn't miss out on the package and gift card. I can't wait to fill you in on the details. My number is blah, 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 blah. And I did add that. So that's script number 2, just checking in. Here's script number 3 for day 7. Hi, Susie. This is Shelly with Mary Kay. Totally don't want to bother you, but just wanted to see if you are interested in claiming your prize with me. If not, no worries. Just let me know. Have a wonderful week, and thanks for getting back to me either way. That's day 7. Doesn't that sound nice? Professional? And then here's the last message that I would leave this person if I haven't heard it, and then I would text them that same message later. This is the final message. Hey, Susie, this is Shelly with Mary Kay, trying one last time to reach you regarding your pampering session. If I don't hear back from you, I'll assume you're super busy right now. We'll follow up in a few months. However, my number is 817-707. Please get back to me if I've missed you or anything, and we can book your session. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye. So I always leave my contact info on there, even though I may think that they have it. Okay, so that is how the system works. The scripts are there. You're going to need to print off the scripts. There's actually the 4 different pages of scripts. And I would suggest print these off, put them in a sheet, clear sheet protectors, and that way you can use them and touch them. You will need to probably hand make some changes, you guys, just small changes. So for example, where it says, you will get a free pampering session at my studio. Just leave that off. You'll get a free pampering session. You will receive satin hands treatment. And I'll be honest, I don't do satin hands on anybody anymore. And the reason for that is because I don't want to sell satin hand sets. I want to sell skincare. And so I will leave that part off. You will receive an anti-aging facial with our brand new charcoal mask, just leaving off microdermabrasion. And you'll also get foundation matching for you, and a couple of friends. So I would actually probably just draw a line through a few of those. And you guys, this will change according to what we have launching in our business. So like if we didn't have charcoal mask launching right now, then I would keep the microdermabrasion in there, okay? So definitely read through. If you don't want to give away a $25 gift card, put a $20 gift card, but mark it out and put the 20. The only one that's technically not on here is the customer appreciation. And so I would actually do it just like the lead box, but again, you're gonna have to change the wording just a little bit. It says you entered to win a free facial. I would say, this is Shelly with Mary Kay. I met you when we were out honoring working women, and you were entered into a drawing for some gift cards. And so congratulations, you're one of my grand prize winners, okay? Just reminding them how you met them and that they were entered into a drawing for what. Be very clear so that they're not going, who is this person? How did they get my name? But when you say, oh, I met you, we were out doing Customer Appreciation Day on Thursday, June the 15th. You can give them the date if you want to. And you were entered into some drawings that we did, and congratulations, you were one of my grand prize winners, okay? So that lead box script will need to be tweaked just a little bit if you got names and numbers from Customer Appreciation, okay? And also for restaurant leads, but leads to me would all fall under that same category, okay? Every person that I get their name and number from a restaurant lead or a Customer Appreciation event, they all win, okay? And I give them all a $25 gift card. It's to be used on any of the sets that we sell on our closing sheet, and they get their facial package and their foundation matching, you guys, so everybody wins. All right, so let me just show you real quickly on our website so you can see how to get to this booking system. All right, booking system. All right, ShellyAhler.com. Go to the Resource Center. You'll type in the password freedom. And here you go. Click on book/coach. And there's lots more. Look at all the information here, you guys. Lots more that you can come in here and get information on. Here's the Power Booking plan here. But you can also scroll down and Power Coaching. Oh, where'd it go? Coaching. Oh, they must have moved this just since I looked at it the other day. Oh, Power Booking right there. So you can actually click on this and it pulls up the document. Voila. Okay, so I would print one copy of the whole entire thing, but I would print multiple pages of this page right here, multiple pages of this, and then also print you out a set of the scripts, day 1, 2, day 3, and for the 4th script. Print those out so that you can put those in clear page protectors, okay? But there's also more information here. Here it is here, the Power Booking Plan. And if you just want to read through, you guys, about, oh my goodness, just about, I thought it might be listed there separately, about booking objectives. All right, so let me go back over here. Stop. Okay, so there's also, if you print it out from your email on your week 1 training, after the Power Booking Plan, I would highly recommend you guys, we're going to talk about coaching just real briefly, but behind the coaching section, there are 2 pages here called Overcoming Common Booking Objections. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 booking objections, just things that people say to you, like, I don't have time, my house isn't nice enough, I don't know enough people. But go over those objections, you guys, and be familiar with them, get to know them so you know how to respond back to people. All right, if for some reason you can't find week 1 training that was emailed out to you, it was consultant week 1 training, let me know and I can resend that whole email, because that whole document is what I printed. It has the booking plan, the coaching, the overcoming objections. It also has a perfect and a Power Start tracking and just some ways to organize your office for booking, okay? So the last thing, let me share with you just some coaching tips. When someone says yes and they book a date and a time with you, then coaching kicks in. All right. I always respond back to them and say, okay, great. I've got you down for Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I will text you the address if they're coming to meet you somewhere, or please text me the address. And then I've also will have a couple questions for you about your skin. So about a day before, maybe 2 days before, I will text you and ask you those questions, okay? So whether that's through texting or talking, I always let them know that there's follow-up stuff and follow-up information that I need from them and that I will get from them before their appointment date, all right? So don't be like me when I was a brand new consultant. I would book an appointment and I was just so excited I had a booking. And then I was like, oh my gosh, if I call them to follow up, they could cancel. They could cancel their appointment. And so I didn't call. And so then I would show up for the appointment and then I would be completely devastated because nobody was there. And it was like, duh, they totally forgot about the appointment, especially if you didn't correspond with them anytime between the time you booked it and the time it holds. So the more conversation that you can have, you guys, the more likely that that appointment will hold, and the more likely that if something does come up, they will correspond and let you know, okay? I always say keep the lines of communication open, 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 talk, 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 okay? Now don't bother them, but definitely talk to them, okay? So when I hang up, if it was a phone call, I will text them immediately. Usually I have a little business card that I made up on my phone that just has my picture and of course has my information. And so I'll text them my business card, hey, this is Shelly. I look forward to getting to you on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And the reason for that is because now they have my name, my phone number, and the appointment date and time in their phone, okay? So if something does come up, they need to get a hold of me. They're not looking for a piece of paper where they might have wrote down my name and number, but they can actually, you know, scroll through and find my info and they can, you know, let me know. The second thing is that's just another form of communication. Then, of course, we want to ask the question, you know, I can do more than just one face, just as easy as I can do like 5 or 6. My goal this month is to do 30 faces. Is there any reason, or could you think of a couple of girlfriends that would possibly like to join you that could help me towards my 30 faces? Okay, that's a very, write that question down. Who do you think would want to join you? And then I always throw out my goal and that it would help me towards that, so that they don't think, oh, she's just trying to get in front of more of my friends. No, I am, but it's because I have a goal of 20, 30, 40, 50 faces for the month, okay? So lots of times, again, women will do things that they know that it's helping you out. And so, yes, you have to do 30 faces this month, and any person that can join their appointment will help you towards that goal that much faster. Okay, so that's a common question that you can ask a day or so later. Hey girl, I know we're down for Thursday at 7. Would you happen to have a friend or two that could join you? Okay, or do you have, I like this script in here, you know, so-and-so, I can do 1 face just as easy as I can do 6. But that is in, this is the little coaching sheet behind the scripts on the booking plan. All right, and then once you've thrown that out, gotten her feedback, and then you'll correspond accordingly. If she has some friends, great. Do you want to invite them, or would you like for me to invite them? And then, of course, getting their names and numbers to invite, to introduce yourself. And then there's 4 questions in here. You don't necessarily have to ask all 4. I try to at least get 3 of the 4 in. And I will say that I probably 95% of my coaching is all done by texting, which is sweet. All right, so a day, 2 days prior, I'll say, hey girl, do you have a second? Can I ask you a couple questions about your skin? And then when they respond yes, then I will ask. Number 1 question is, have you ever tried Mary Kay before? All right, so that's the first question. And I actually have these saved on my phone, so I don't have to retype them every time. I have them saved under notes. And the reason why we ask this question is because if somebody has had a bad experience with Mary Kay prior, would you rather them share that experience with you before the appointment or at the appointment in front of her 5 or more friends? Okay, I don't know about you, but if I've had somebody that's had an issue, had a reaction, or I don't know, just whatever happened in the past, I would want to know about it ahead of time so I can be prepared going into the appointment. So that's why we ask, have you ever tried Mary Kay before? She might have had a great experience, or she might not have. But the idea, of course, is to learn about her experience prior to your appointment. The second question is, what are you currently using for your skincare? All right, again, that is going to help. It's going to help with what's the word? With objections. So like selling objections, actually. So it'll give you an indication of whether or not she's a simple person. Does she not use anything? Is she a full-fledged on this line that she loves? It's going to give you some feedback, some glimpse into what her skincare routine looks like. And so, you know, everybody's different, but if somebody truly loves their skincare and they come out and say, you know, hey, you know, I use such and such line, which I'm totally in love with, I can respond back and say, great, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear how you think Mary Kay compares to such and such line. So you're still keeping a positive relationship, positive feedback between you guys, even though she might be going, well, I love my skincare. Why am I really doing this? Like, I really don't want to change to Mary Kay. All of that stuff that's going through her mind. Well, by you coming back and saying, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get your feedback and compare such and such brand to Mary Kay, they're gonna be like, oh, this is pretty cool. She's open to me sharing with her with, you know, what I like and why I love what I use. Okay, so you're creating a relationship with her. All right, the third question is, what type of skin do you have? Dry, combo, normal, or oily? And of course, the purpose of that question is so you can be prepared on what to put on her tray. And then the fourth question I love, because this is kind of the line sinker, how you like pull them in. What could you change if you were to change anything about your skin? Fine lines, dark circles, uneven skin tone, smaller pores, blemishes. Those are just some ideas, some examples. And so whatever she says, you get to come back and say, like if she says smaller pores, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you said that. Because we have this brand new charcoal mask that you're going to get to try on Thursday, and you will see results immediately after you use it. And so giving them that feedback and that little blurb, that's going to create excitement around their need. And when you find a need and you fill a need, they will love you and stay with you forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, so those are the 4 questions. They're on the sheet in your booking plan. So you may want to print those out, you guys, and that way you have your 4 coaching questions. Once you type them once, though, save a notes section inside your phone and title it coaching, and then put those 4 questions. So all you have to do is copy, paste, or if you ever need a reminder because you're in the middle of the conversation with them, that they're right there at your fingertips, okay? So if your girl that you have booked on Thursday says, yes, I've got 2 friends coming, great, would you mind giving me their names and numbers so that I can also ask them these questions about their skin so I can be best prepared. It's always about you being best prepared. And sometimes, you guys, coaching conversations don't happen in an hour or in 30 minutes. Y'all, sometimes coaching conversations have actually happened over the course of 2 days. Okay, so don't get frustrated and don't think somebody's not responding back to you. People have lives. Okay, so they may respond to you and answer the first question, and then you may ask the second question and you don't hear from them until later that evening. It's okay, y'all. That's nothing personal. That could be somebody walking into an appointment at their job, or maybe they're walking in to spend time with their family. So you guys, this whole concept that people, well, I will say, yes, lots of people have their phones on them constantly, 24/7, and even when they're sitting with you, they will respond to a text message. Some people don't. Some people know how to keep a good, solid, healthy relationship with their phone. And so you guys, don't get frustrated if somebody doesn't respond. They will respond back to you on their time when it's convenient for them. So I have had coaching conversations go over the course of 1 to 2 days, and that's okay too. The whole point of coaching is, number 1, so you can be better prepared, and number 2, to build that relationship with your potential customer, well, not your potential, your future soon-to-be client, that you are setting the groundwork up from this coaching, from the booking appointment to the coaching. You are creating the atmosphere that will create the relationship that you will have with this person forever and ever, as long as they will have you as their Mary Kay consultant. So my philosophy has always been just communicate. If somebody says, oh, I've had an emergency, I'll have to get back to you, then in a day or so, I'll text back and say, hey, girl, I hope everything's okay. You kind of scared me a little bit when you said emergency. And so, again, nothing about Mary Kay, but it's creating a relationship with somebody, because people want to feel special. And if you make them feel special, they will love you and they will stay with you forever. Okay, so get your booking plan, print it out, because you got to have it printed to use it. You got your coaching questions, you got your booking objections to start learning and becoming very familiar with. And you are well on your way to booking those leads. Now, I will be curious to see, I know on these pages that we've been using, the average has been about 2 bookings per 10. And so maybe with our papers going up to 11, maybe we can up that average to having 3 book from every 11 leads. Whew, that would be sweet. All right, so thank you guys for joining in on this session 3 on booking and on coaching. I will leave you with this final thought, okay? When people ask me, what is the one key? What's the one thing that I need to know to be successful in Mary Kay? Or what's the one thing that's gonna move me up in my Mary Kay business? Let me share with you, the one thing is the most mundane thing. That when you fall in love with doing the mundane, day in, day out, even though you could roll your eyes, you could do it in your sleep, you could do it forwards, you could do it backwards, but it's the consistency in the mundane that will make you successful. Okay, you guys, all the women that you see, the success stories, the successes that you see at seminar, career conference, and you hear their stories, you guys, it was because they were willing to be consistent in the mundane, day-to-day things in their business that created their success. Okay, think about whenever the consultant that shows up with her 5 guests at meeting, y'all, she chose to be consistent with her daily bookings when we might have chosen not to be, and so therefore her success is showing up. Okay, so be confident, be willing to be committed to the mundane, day-to-day task of booking calls, not bookings, but booking calls. That's all you have to commit to is your 1 page per day. Do it day in, next day, be consistent with it. And I tell you guys, you'll already see you'll see in 30 days, you'll see a difference. Do it for 60 days. Oh my word, your business will be rocking. Do it for 90 days and you will have created a habit that doesn't even feel like it's work. All right, so go out and choose to be consistent with your booking attempts. Love you guys. Have a great week.